Governor Nelson State Park. I've tried to fish here multiple times, never have caught anything, but this is a good summer's day. The seagrass has sort of grown in, which means some of the fish will be here, especially some of the bait fish. I see them splashing in the shallows, which means the big fish will come in. There's a thunderstorm rolling in, but I think it's to the east of us. But either way, there's a shelter right over there, and if it rolls in, I'll just duck in the shelter and wait it out, because I think it's pretty much scattered and isolated. So we're gonna see what we can actually get here on this hot, steamy day. All right, it stays very shallow here for a long ways out. So we're gonna have to throw pretty far out. I think that's good enough. Hopefully we can get a fish there. All right, I have to say this place isn't very good. Getting to very much near dusk on the sunset era. And I've had 2 small bites where they both came off the hook. I'm pretty sure they were like really small largemouth or something, but I haven't really had anything else bite. So a lot of disappointment here. No big fish splashing like at the bridge, and no catfish bites. Maybe they're still spawning in the marsh. I'm not really sure. Well, we're gonna keep trying it because this is the place tonight. Hopefully we'll get a fish sooner or later. I think I finally caught something, but unfortunately it is on the smaller pole with the crap line. Well, I won't say crap line, but the smaller pole with the really much lighter line. This is gonna be a challenge to bring it in because unlike the 50-pound line I have on the other pole, this is like legitimately a 10-pound line. And if this is like a 10-pound fish, this is gonna be very hard to actually bring in. Whatever it is, it feels like a rock, but I know it's a fish. Because this is gonna be an interesting fight, folks. It's gonna be an interesting fight. I don't think it's that big because, well, it's hard to tell. Like, it's decent size. Bugs are really bugging the crap out of me, by the ways. Actually, you know, before I bring it in anymore, I'm gonna go over and get my net because that's actually important. Because I have a much lighter line here. I don't want to play with it too much in the shallows. Definitely big enough to take some drag. So this might be a very long fight on a very light line. Oh my God, he's gonna spool me. This is sucker is gonna spool me. I think I'm making some progress, but I'm not sure. It's hard for me to tell. It's still way out there. It's not like the other ones where I can just tighten the drag. So I feel like if I just tighten the drag, I feel like if I just tighten the drag, it's way out there. If I feel like I just tighten the drag, it's probably going to break me off. I don't know how much progress I'm making. I think I'm making a little bit of progress. But like, based on where that thing is out there, I don't know how much progress I'm actually making. Making a little bit of progress. Reeled in like 10 yards so far, pretty much. There we go. It's coming along. It's coming along. Why couldn't it hit on one of my like smaller, like bigger poles? Gotta have 3 poles out. And it realistically has to hit on the smallest one. It's definitely gonna be a video here. Definitely going to be a freaking video here. But it's gonna be a long fight. It's not like my other poles where I can just drag like a 10, 20 pound fish in pretty easily. This is like when you fish within a lot of reeds, this is always gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a huge problem when you fish in a lot of reeds. It's like the reeds get in the way of you reeling the thing in, and you can't make any progress with it. And there's so much reeds right here. It's really hard. I can't see the fish yet. But it is slowly coming in, and the reeds are continuing to get in my way. And so are the bugs. Oh my God, these bugs are awful. Just full of glop. Fish is definitely still on, I think. Yep. Oh, I almost see the fish. It's in progress. Oh, I see it. It's a catfish. but it's making it as hard as possible. It's not even a big one. Is that a catfish or? Yeah, that's a catfish. But it's definitely trapped on some, it's probably like 10 pounds. It's definitely a gato fish. But I'm gonna have to, yeah, definitely, oh man, it's taking a lot longer than usual to pull like a 10-pound fish in. But you know, the thing is, when it hits on smaller bait, that's all you can really do. You gotta like let it drag out and fight till it really just gets tired of fighting you. But I finally have it by the shore, but it's not wanting to give up yet. It does not want to give up yet. And the reeds aren't making it any easier, unfortunately. Gotta step out into almost falling into the lake and bring the sucker in. I might just tighten it a little bit. It's out there, it's not that big. It's not like a 20-pound fish. It's not a 20-pound fish, but it is pretty big for this tackle. This is like that crappy light Zebco rod that I fitted like a bigger Zebco thing on. So it's not exactly built for getting a 10-pound fish in. Oh my God, these bugs are just nuking me. Come on, fish. Come on. Man, this thing just does not want to come in. Just does not want to come in at all. I'm gonna be fighting this for like 20 minutes. Ah, geez, 10-pound line. 10-pound line, probably like 12-pound fish. This is a workout. This is a workout. Why couldn't it hit on my 50-pound line? It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It's a decent size one, but it's not a huge one, but it's decent. It's getting tired though. It is getting tired. There we go. In the net, in the net. Ah, right. All right, finally, Governor Nelson, 10 pounds, channel gato fish. First one I've actually caught at Nelson after a couple times of trying, but it's about that time of the year, maybe when they're getting post-spawn, and we can get some nice fish here. All right, we're gonna kind of just get this gato fish and let him go at the sandy beach. Very easy let go. Can ease him into the shallower water and have a nice let go. Had a nice long fight with this fish because I had a super light tackle for this fish. So yeah, some sandy farewell. There you go, gato fish. There you go. Gatoing off into the shallower water and terrorizing the minnows. There you go, see a fish. Well, that was not the pole I wanted it on, but I was able to bring it in after a really long fight. So we are going to toss it out some more over there and maybe we'll get more gato-ish fish. Hopefully we can get another one. I think I got something, but it feels a little smaller, honestly. It's probably a bullhead, but if it's a bullhead, it's a pretty big one. Could be, oh no, it's not a bullhead. Looks like it's another channel. Another channel gato fish. I don't have the net, that's bad. Probably got to reel it part way. You know what? Let's just stick it in here for now. Just stick it in here for now. And let's go get the net first. Because if I don't have the net, I cannot actually land this fish. I don't think that's a 10-pound bullhead. Wouldn't mind a record-setting bullhead though. But it had to hit on the wrong, it really had to hit on the wrong thing again. It just had to hit on the wrong pole again. Seems like most of the channel catfish are out that way. This one didn't pull quite as hard at the beginning, but I saw the line move, so I knew it was there. This is a bullhead. It's a record-setting bullhead if it's a bullhead. But I think it's a channel. Bullheads, generally not this big. There's something wrong with the string too. There we go. Now it feels better. Oh man. This is actually turning out to be a pretty good day. It's not fighting like a channel though. It probably is a channel, but maybe it's a flathead. Although there are really no flathead gato fish in the Madison chain as far as I'm aware of. This gives my arm quite a bit of a workout. I haven't been lifting in quite a while. So fighting a big fish on a small string, on a light tackle, definitely gives me a workout. It always swims towards those reeds, which I don't like, because it makes it like 10 times harder to pull a decently big fish through like a pound of reeds. It makes, oh, I see it surfacing. It's either a giant bullhead or just a decent sized channel. I'm guessing it's a decent sized channel. I think it's probably like 5-6 pounds. I can't see I can see the silhouette sort of, but I can't really tell how big it is just by that. But I launched out to my left both times, and that's where all the channel gato fish are. I think this one's a little smaller than the other one. Is that a bullhead? That's a gigantic bullhead. It's a bullhead, but I don't think so. I think it's actually a channel. Yeah, I see this. That's a channel. Might be about the same size as the other one, actually. Now that I see the full thing, it is a little bigger. But it's definitely not the 25 pound fish I'm looking for. But yeah, man, reeling in like big channel catfish, well, at least moderate sized catfish for Mendota, on light line is quite a challenge. Because I can't just reel it in like I can with my heavier line. Because otherwise I would break my 10-pound line. And the fish are about 10 pounds, honestly. These I'm catching are around 10. They're not that big. They're not like the giant bulls I cut off the 113 bridge area. But they are decent sized fish. Come here, fish. To go way down there to get it. I'm gonna have to pick up some reeds as well. Ugh, things I do to land a fish on the rocks of doom. Could easily fall into the lake, but the lake's not really that deep here. Plus the water is pretty, the water is actually pretty warm, and being Wisconsin and not Africa, there are no crocodiles and no piranhas. So I'm pretty safe here. If this was the Nile, I would be scared because there could be a croc just waiting there and own me. But, or in Florida, even though I might be scared, even if it was Florida. But being Wisconsin, those things, it's too cold for crocodiles. And there are no Paraíba gato fish here to eat me, or Goliath tigerfish to own me. So we're good. I wonder why there's no catfish the other two directions and only this way. But we'll see, we'll see. It's an interesting gato fish. It's slightly small. Is that a flat? Nah, it's a channel. I'm just really hoping for a flathead these days. I have not caught one this year yet. Caught a ton of channels though. A ton of channel gatos. But no flats. This one I think is slightly smaller than the other one. Yeah, it's a little smaller, but it's probably still 8-9 pounds. Still a nice fish. Still a very, very nice fish that I have to bring in because you see this just makes me wind. This actually makes bringing in the fish so much harder because like this reed crap keeps getting on my actual line. I can't reel. The catfish is still down there. This makes the fight much harder than it actually needs to be. Might be about the same size as the other one, maybe even a little bigger. But definitely not a 20 though. It's pretty fat. It is actually really, really fat. Okay, gato fish, come in. Jeez, it'd be so much easier if I had a helper. But Lake Mendota delivers again at night. These fights are really, really long. Fights are definitely super long right now. This might be the last fish of the night. It's getting close to 11 o'clock. But yeah, they're all off to close to the swing area actually. Just a little bit further out, not the other side. All right, gato fish. I know you like to gato, but I know you really like to gato, but it's time to stop fighting and come on in. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right. Gotcha, fish. Gotcha. Oh, this one might be a little bigger. Check that out. It's fat. This one's actually quite a bit bigger. 16.5 pounds of channel gato goodness. 16.5, much, much bigger than the other one. As always, this one is like 1.5 times as heavy as the other one. I have to walk a couple hundred yards, about 100, 200 yards, carrying a 16-pound gato fish to the shallower end where I can release him to his freedom. This is actually the swimming pool part too. So the kids will be swimming with this gato fish, but of course we all know that channel gatos are not big enough to actually eat little kids. Even though this might be kind of scary. Well now, that's no good. He just can't right himself there. It's too shallow. I wish it did drop off a little quicker, but I'm gonna have to. Okay. All right, gonna get my feet a little wet there. All right, there you go. Or is he just like confused now? Yeah, I think it's still too shallow for him. I'll completely get my feet wet, but that's fine. It's summer, it's not cold. Just kind of send him off. He's just kind of confused here. He's definitely still alive, but these bigger channel kitties, sometimes can't really go that much deeper. I think he's deep enough, definitely. He's just kind of like reviving. There he goes, finally going, see? Right there, finally going into the water after I get like shin deep with him. I think he was just like resting in the shallows. There's no current here. That's very nice. I am completely wet though. Well, that was a fun day at Governor Nelson's. Only 2 fish. I'm pretty sure I got a small bass on the flicker shad, but it kind of fell off because the flicker shad was too big for the bass. So there are some bass around there. I did hear a few big splashes after dark. Actually, like they're actually closer to shore, and like probably my rock outcropping was a little bit far. So if you fish off one of the fishing ramps, you might get a couple of bass throwing the flicker shad and stuff. Very reedy there, as you can see. But if you throw to the left of that big rock outcropping, maybe like 20, 30 yards in front of the swimming place, there are some big fish there. I caught 2 of them, but I didn't throw out that way until like pretty far into the night. So I think I could have caught more had I thrown out there earlier. 10 and 16, not too bad. Not the best place to fish. I think there's the other places like Tenney and Warner are better, where you can actually see like the walleye eyes in the water at night. I didn't see any walleye eyes, so I'm guessing there's no walleyes there. I did see a lot of carp surface. So if you're looking for a carp, throw some corn out there, you'll probably get some. I know there's bullheads out there as always, but that was a fun trip. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications button, and I'll see you on the next adventure.